We are starting now. Hi, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us today. I'm delighted to extend a really warm greeting to all the investors, corporate leaders, and startups who are joining us today for EthAum Venture Partners Gen AI Innovation Pitches. Just to introduce myself, I'm Pankaj Gupta, Managing Partner at EthAum. We are a deep tech revenue scaler based in Singapore with approximately 100 B2B and global startups in the portfolio. Talking about Gen AI, there were times when we all were thinking that AI will take care of all the manual tasks for us, and we as humans will let our creativity explode and focus only on writing poetry, painting, and filmmaking. Well, it seems we were a bit wrong. Gen AI is already mesmerizing all of us with its creative capabilities, and it's just the beginning, right? We are going to see a lot more innovation and disruption in the next few years and decades. We all are pretty bullish on the Gen AI space. However, there are a couple of extremely bullish studies that claim that Gen AI market will grow to $1.3 trillion by 2032 and disrupt all the major industries that we see today. And that's the reason we at EthAum took responsibility to identify some truly inspiring Gen AI startups and showcase them to the industry leaders and investors. Now, before getting into the pitches, I would like to start today's session with a very special keynote. Our keynote speaker is a business and technology leader with decades of experience with Microsoft. He's pretty experienced and passionate about cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and workspace innovations. Please welcome Chief Partners Officer at Microsoft, Mr. Kevin Chen. Kevin, we are thrilled to learn more from your insights, your initiatives in the AI space, and also how you are liking Singapore after moving from Seattle. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Pankaj. Do you want to pull up the slide I sent you?
I will pull up the slides.
And just a bit of a time check, right? How long is our call today, and how many pitches do we have?
So we have 11 pitches, and the call is approximately 1 hour, 45 minutes. And we do, as you know, 5 to 10 minutes long keynote.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. So it's always important for me to ask that question because I always try to pay attention to who the focal point is for these type of sessions, and it's really about these startups. It's less about people like myself, and it's just an honor and a privilege to get to know Pankaj and his organization and what he's doing for the startup community. So just to introduce myself, first of all, my audio is coming through?
Yes.
Okay. So it's a Saturday afternoon. So if you hear like really young kids just like rushing in, then you know it's my kids kind of messing around. Just to introduce myself, as Pankaj mentioned, I run the partner organization for Microsoft here in Singapore. I've been with the company for more than 25 years across 3 different countries. Been in Singapore for under 3 years. I moved here during the heart of COVID to run the business here. I spent the last 20 years in Seattle in a variety of global roles where I work with ecosystems of partners. And our definition of partners could be a combination of systems integrators, consultants, services partners, independent software companies, also startups of all shapes and sizes. And I've been doing it across different parts of our business, from our infrastructure business, our applications business, our what we call our modern work business, and obviously most recently our cloud and our AI business itself. I've lived in 3 different countries. I started my career in Malaysia, where I'm originally from, and we made the decision to move to Singapore because I really felt that this part of the world is where the action is, right? And it's easy to see a lot of the capital flow is still happening in the West Coast of the United States. Obviously, San Jose, the San Francisco area, there's a lot of capital happening there, a lot of capital flow. Seattle has been picking up over the last 3 years, not as dynamic as the Bay Area, not as dynamic as the New York area, but still a lot of action happening there. But we chose to move our family and obviously the next part of my career here to Southeast Asia and Singapore specifically is because we saw over the next 5 to 10 years a lot of action, a lot of new, I would say, elements happening here, and it's also a great place to raise a family. Now, my scope of responsibility within Microsoft has always been in the area of ecosystem development and partners, mainly because as a company, and just to be clear, I'm not here to talk about Microsoft by any measure, but I will draw upon my experience in every way I can, because the company I work for has always kind of centered and looked at the ecosystem as the way we touch customers. Because if you think about it, when you touch your end customer itself, and if you're serving customers of all shapes or sizes, whether you're a small, medium business, or whether you're a corporate entity, or whether you're even selling to public sector and the government or a very large multinational corporation, there's going to be a wide range of disciplines that you ultimately need, right? You need certain industry capabilities, you need certain skill sets, you also need a high degree of scale. And very early on, Microsoft has always felt that we needed to empower and build the capability for our partners to leverage that. Hence the notion for this, where I've kind of hung my hat on in terms of my career to really empower all these partners. At the end of the day, Microsoft, we're a platform company, we're a tools company, and it's really when we work with partners to empower others to do amazing things with it, that's where we truly light up technology, and that's where we truly empower and customers. I've had the privilege of working with customers across in the entire globe itself. Right now, I clearly focus on the region in Southeast Asia and Singapore, but in the past, I've worked in Western Europe, I worked in Latin America, I worked across the Americas itself. I've brought companies with certain capabilities across the different markets. I brought them to Eastern Europe, brought them to much of Western Europe, brought them to the Americas. And it was always about exporting capabilities from one part of the world to the other. For example, when we worked with, when we were trying to drive public cloud adoption, we saw obviously in Western Europe, Northern Europe had a much faster rate of adoption of public cloud than even North America. Back, I'm talking about 4, 5, 6 years ago, and we brought in companies from there to North America to kind of drive that discipline and that capability. That created new opportunities for IP, new market opportunities for consulting services, and much more. So I've basically, I've worked with companies of all shapes and sizes. That's why when Pankaj asked me to participate in this conversation, I very much look forward to it. Now, let me kind of drive home on the generative AI part of it, right? Let me just surmise it. There's not a single day that goes by where I do not have a conversation on generative AI. Now, Pankaj, flash the other slide. If you can just go to the other slide for a second. Outside of the work I do at Microsoft, where we do obviously talk about generative AI every single day because it's infused in every single part of our product. And I made the commitment to Pankaj that I'm not going to try and sell Microsoft, but you can't help but talk about Microsoft when you talk about generative AI, just because of our partnership with OpenAI and the early work we did around developing the LLMs and getting ChatGPT out the door and getting Copilot out the door across all the different products itself. But outside of the work I do at Microsoft, I also teach at the university here in Singapore, the Singapore Management University, SMU, and I teach the SMU Academy. And I've taught, in fact, just yesterday, I taught my 10th all-day workshop around prompt engineering and the business of AI. And really the intention behind it ultimately is to empower, industry across all people from all walks of life, whether it's government, whether it's armed forces, whether it's insurance, financial services, whether it's HR, manufacturing, or new media. We get so much tremendous interest in terms of figuring out how to leverage generative AI in those respective industries. And that underscores the point that Pankaj raised earlier, that this is truly a multi-trillion-dollar rate of adoption, unlike what we've ever seen before. Right now, we can compare it to other emerging technologies, but I would argue that probably the closest element would be mobile technology. Mainly because we're talking about the rate of accessibility, unlike every other that we've seen. We're not talking about exclusive to certain segments of society. We're talking about anyone and everyone having access to this, and the opportunity to transform all aspects of work. I want to repeat myself, transforming all aspects of work. Now, there's a good and bad to that. What it means is for you guys who's creating the next and latest and greatest technology, there's so much area of innovation, so much problems to solve by leveraging generative AI that creates a very wide spectrum, a very wide arena of contribution. That's the first opportunity. For many of the people out there who's in the workforce, there's always the risk that their jobs are going to be disrupted. And we all recognize that. It's not even it might happen or will happen a few years from now. It's happening now, right? We're seeing jobs completely being transformed, changed, or completely being disrupted altogether. And it's happening faster than anything we've seen, which also translates to the number of startups that's coming up in this particular space. There's a slide I use, and I forgot to put that in the deck for Pankaj, but it shows the different companies contributing to the areas of generative AI, whether it's video development, whether it's graphics, whether it's document creation, you name it. And every time I create that slide, within a week, it's outdated because new companies have been formed all the time. It's exciting because it's clearly that is the democratization of this technology, that new innovations coming out. The challenge behind that is the question of the survivability and relevance of them 6 months from now or a year from now. This is the ability and opportunity to compete is challenging, which is why in the class that I teach over here, I always bring up Sam Altman's perspective, whereby he has a betting pool among his Silicon Valley CEOs that when, not if, when the next $1 billion solopreneur is going to happen. Let me repeat that one more time. When is the next $1 billion solopreneur? That means an employee size of 1 with a valuation of $1 billion. It's not even a question of if that's going to happen, but the timing of when that's going to happen. And why is that important? This is only possible with AI and with generative AI, putting in the hands of everybody. We used to be in the realm, the exclusive realm of computer scientists and the people who knew how to code. But we all know now that the ability to code, to be a software engineer, is no longer the primary barrier of entry in this particular space. And what that means is, as you know, all of you guys are going to have competition from the non-engineers out there. And that's going to create a whole new landscape of companies that is entering the startup space, contributing to this particular arena. Now, I'm going to pause there, and I'm going to land it on one point that I always bring up in my line of work every single day, which is the enterprise adoption of generative AI. And I always land it with 2 scenarios. Because we always have conversations about, well, what use case is going to be the most prevalent, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, there's two elements that we've seen, which are key trends. One, it touches the end customer. That means the customer who buys the technology, it touches their end customer. That's the first thing. It could be like a call center technology whereby generative AI is used to kind of provide, a bridging of conversations to the salesperson. That's one scenario. HR, right? Touching the employee. The other scenario would be completely transforming the processes in a way that the CFO of the company would have no choice but to buy up on it. Those 2 scenarios are, I would say, the most absolute, I would say, highest probability of adoption for generative AI. There's a lot of experiments going on in companies, but very few actually see the light of day in terms of massive adoption, which is why you always hear that, people are questioning, is this real? Is this hype? There's a lot of interest, but no one's actually buying and spending money on the technology. That is true also, but it's not stopping companies from trying to figure out what is going to stick. And it's typically the part where it touches their customer and it changes their ability to shift their cost model, shift their processes tremendously. I'll pause that because we really want to get to the pitches, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to kind of applaud every single one of these companies over here. I look forward to hearing the pitches. You're definitely in the great right place of technology, and looking forward to learning more.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. That is really insightful and very helpful. And I completely agree with that. What is the time frame when solopreneurs are going to build unicorns? And not only Sam, but also Naval Ravikant says exactly the same thing. And I'm really looking forward to those kind of companies. Again, thanks a lot, Kevin. Now we also have a very diverse jury with a lot of experience in AI investments and innovations. The jury will rate startups according to several criteria and provide feedback at the end of the session. Now, I would request our esteemed jury to do a brief 30 seconds introduction. If I may start with Ricardo. Ricardo, please.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon to everyone. My name is Ricardo Perez Font. I am the head of marketing at Bob's. Bob's is the world leader supplier of a printing and converting machine, Swiss family company selling more or less $2 billion. I'm very interested in artificial intelligence, very interested in startups. I'm very proud to be here today with all of you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Ricardo. Appreciate it. Kamna, please.
Yeah, hi, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kamna Sama. I have almost 2 decades of experience, both on IT industry side and then on the domain side from manufacturing. Currently, I am the CTIO for VWITS in India, and we are focused on technology and innovation. All that Kevin just spoke about on Gen AI getting into reality. So a lot has been worked on the the ecosystem building for Gen AI for the future.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Kamna.
Thank you. Looking forward. All the best to all of
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Sriram, would you like to go ahead, please?
Yeah, sure. So this is Sriram Parthasarathy, and I work out of India. And I've been associated with Innova Solutions, heading the AI, Gen AI practice globally. And also I head the innovations and driving the grassroots micro innovations to continuous innovations in our company. And I've been driving this innovation even in my past stint as well. With this industry ever changing, of course, this Gen AI latched onto it, and I'm excited to be part of the Gen AI journey, providing advisory services to our customers in adoption of Gen AI. Of course, transforming their, like Mr. Chan said, right, transforming the way the processes are and customer experience becoming the #1 agenda, be it patient engagement or doctor to nurse engagement experience or your retail customer experience. Everywhere it is, how do I enhance the experience? That's what I'm seeing in my consulting with many customers. And I'm excited to be here, and all the best for all those who are going to present.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Sriram. Shiva Kumar from Johnson Controls.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, EthAum, for this opportunity. This is Siva from Johnson Controls. We are into commercial building solutions and sustainability. Over 3 decades of experience, looking forward for mutual learning. But over the past years, I've been leading both IT and the technology team. Currently, the engineering lead for India and APAC solutions for the platform called OpenBlue, which is the data analytics platform. And as rightly said, I mean, no discussion is over without AI or Gen AI. So looking forward for the learning opportunity and wishing all the startup very best.
Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Preet. Dr. Preet from Invest India, please unmute yourself.
Yeah. So I'm Dr. Preet. I lead AI adoption for the government. I work for Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Most of my experience and training have led me to be able to translate gov to tech and tech to gov. So I work on that intersection. All the best.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Ajay, could you please go ahead?
Yeah, so first of all, thanks Pankaj and Madhu for the opportunity. So hello everyone, I'm Ajay Pandey and I am a practice head in Wipro. I handle all the niche skills technologies like non-functional engineering, data assurance, and cloud, everything related to cloud, GCPs, mainframe, service virtualization, etc. And we do a lot of Gen AI work in quality engineering space. And like someone mentioned before, looking forward for the mutual learning here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Do we have Piyush? Piyush, please. Or Manish, do you want to go next, please? Manish? Manish from Wipro.
Sorry, I was talking on mute. Piyush, go ahead, please. I will go next.
All right.
Piyush,
can you confirm if I'm audible?
Now you're audible. Please go ahead.
Okay, great. Sorry about that. So hi, everyone. Firstly, thank you for having me here. My name is Piyush. I head research and innovation at ProHance. It's a workforce productivity management product platform. My charter is to look at emerging tech and see how we can make it work. AI, Gen AI, and other technologies are all on the table. So we are experimenting and seeing where we get with it. But good luck to all the participants, and I'm looking forward to the pitches.
Thank you, Piyush. Manish, please go ahead.
Sure, thanks. Hi, Manish this side. I have been into IT industry for more than 2 decades, and in last 1 decade, I have been working specifically into AI and recently Gen AI. And I am the practice head in Wipro in AI COE, and I have experience around various industries like engineering systems to the business system to the IT and app. Truly excited to be part of this jury panel. Looking forward to the good participation and exciting pitches. Good luck to all the participants. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Manish. Again, thanks to all the jury members for being part of the event today. I'm sure that we will have some really interesting questions from the jury. Jurors, please don't forget to score startups after their pitches, and we will also seek your final take at the end of the session. Please use jury suffix with your name so that the audience can identify you easily. Before diving into the pitches, I would love to share some housekeeping rules. Please keep yourself muted throughout the session. Unmute yourself, obviously, when you are asking questions. Please use chat section for Q&A because I'm sure that we will not be able to cover all the questions. We may take 1 or 2 questions per startup. Raise your hand or use emoji if you want to ask questions. Now let's get into the first presentation, which is a company called XPage. And let me bring up the presentation first. Okay, XPage is offering a platform to provide AI-powered landing pages for e-commerce success. And here we go.
Hello, my name is Anas, the CEO and co-founder of XPage. Today, I'm excited to present to you our innovative solution designed to transform the e-commerce space with AI-driven landing page creation. Creating a high-conversion landing page is often slow and costly, taking days or weeks and requiring a significant investments. Additionally, many businesses struggle with low conversion rate, resulting in less than 1% conversion if their landing page is not optimized. XPage.ai solves this problem with our AI-powered landing page generation. Our solution allows users to generate a landing page in just 30 seconds using a product link, saving both time and money. With our cost-effective design, users can generate over 20 landing pages per month for just a few dollars. Our templates are optimized for high conversion rate. Here is a quick demo of our platform. You can see how easy to create a professional high conversion landing page. Simply input your product link and within seconds, XPage.ai generates a fully optimized landing page ready to drive conversion. You can also edit, upload more pictures, or regenerate any section before publishing. In just 5 months, we have reached 13,000 users and achieved 2,200 as MRR with a 20% month-over-month growth rate and the customer acquisition cost of $0. Our traction demonstrates the strong demand for our solution and the effectiveness of our growth strategy. Our AI-driven tech gives us the edge for e-commerce. We combine AI and e-commerce to boost conversion rates with effective sections and call to actions. We are the only solution with this model. And starting in September, users can host their landing pages directly on XPage. For example, one customer improved their conversion rate from 1%, 0.36 to 4% using XPage and showing how effective our solution is. Our platform works with product links from major e-commerces like Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, and AliExpress. Users can quickly generate landing pages and export them to their preferred platform or host them directly on XPage for easy integration and control. We all know the e-commerce market is very huge. We are focusing on a $67 billion part of it with our AI-driven solution for e-commerce. We have built strategic partnerships with leading companies, and our current business model is subscription-based, offering monthly and yearly plans with 3 different pricing tiers to fit various business sizes. In addition to subscriptions, we plan to introduce transaction fees on the sales made by our customers through the landing pages created on XPage. This will add another revenue stream allowing us to capture value as our customers grow and succeed. Our team has expertise in AI, software development, and e-commerce. We worked hard to make XPage successful and provide a great value to our users. Our roadmap for the next half of 2024, we are on track to achieve 50,000 users and launch XPage hosting. And the next year, we will develop the XPage store builder with over 50 templates. By 2026, we plan to launch XGen AI, our in-house AI for XPage. To achieve these milestones, we are seeking for $500,000 in funding to speed up the development, expand marketing, and enhance our product features. Thank you. We are excited about XPage potential, and we look forward to your support. Let's win together.
Okay, we have Anas on the call to answer your questions. Julie, please. Please unmute yourself to ask questions.
Yeah, one question is, how do you ensure that this AI-generated content meets the SEO optimizations and is aligned with the brand guidelines?
I have a one member of the team that mastered the SEO, so we started working on SEO 7 months ago. And also we are doing short form videos and TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube short and influencers. And also we have an affiliate program. So this is the best way to start without spending on advertising yet. And that's prove our solution into the industry of e-commerce.
Okay.
I have a question, and I get the feature set, I get the kind of where you're coming from in terms of the capabilities you're offering, and even the value prop. But what's the problem you're trying to fundamentally solve? I mean, you had the broad market opportunity within the e-commerce segment that you are attacking, but I'm still not clear in terms of the problem you're trying to solve is in terms of generating landing pages, right? Because it's easy. I'm going to assume that there's a lot of other players that's doing this, but fundamentally, what's the key problem you're trying to solve for that enables XPage to be, offering that differentiator?
Okay, 3 ones. The first one, because we are focusing on e-commerce sector. So the first one is the cost. We know that to build a high conversion landing page, you need to hire designers or SEO specialists or freelancers to make the content and the design. So the cost will be at least $100, specifically for some business models and e-commerce like drop shipping or cash on delivery, because they are selling or testing a lot of products per month. And the second thing is the time. So we combine AI with section designs to have a high conversion rate. So the AI is able to choose what type of product to sell, to choose what type of section should be based on our user behavior. And all the sections are designed to have that high conversion rate. So the cost and the time, because we are able to generate a fully landing pages in just a few seconds, like 30-second maximum. And the third one is the conversion rate, because the sections and the content is designed to convince users to make call to actions and then make the transaction in themselves.
Thank you for that. Can I just ask one more question? A lot of the infrastructure companies, hosting companies, especially the web hosting companies, are starting to incorporate those feature sets for generating landing pages into the value prop of their offering itself, because they want you to host with them, right? Even Microsoft does that, right? Like or Blue Hosting, all the different companies that provides the tools to automatically generate pages. Have you considered them potentially as a partner, or do you see them as a competitor in many cases?
Okay, let's take the example of Shopify. Shopify also have AI for products, but the AI here is only to generate the content of the product, not the whole structure, because we built these sections, and also we have almost 50 templates. So the templates and the sections are generated by AI, but the other platforms are not focusing on e-commerce, and also the AI here is only to rate to them the content of the product, not all the sections that optimize to have a high conversion rate. So all the platforms are not direct competitors, but we can integrate with them. So the users will be able to use our platform or generate the landing page on our platform and then export them to their preferred platform.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Anas. We'll have to move on to the next presentation. But yeah, if there are more questions and comments, please use the chat section. You may have also seen a poll on your screen. Please respond to that. Now, moving on to the next presentation, it is Slash Finances, which is an interest-free and financial inclusivity platform. Here we go.
Good morning, afternoon. I'm Tumi Popola, CEO of Slash Finances, an employee-first, zero-interest and financially inclusive lending platform. Now, worldwide, informal lenders charge 200 to 500% APR, causing debt traps and suicide. Over 1.7 billion adults lack access to formal financial services. Of 2.6 billion employed adults in developing countries, 2.24 billion struggle to save for emergencies or borrow for health, education, and living expenses. While Slash empowers employees to address financial needs with interest-free loans as a workplace benefit, charging a processing fee where payments is seamlessly deducted from payroll using generative AI for risk assessment. This enables employees to access loans without interest, build sustainable credit, and mitigate risks through salary leverage. Slash employs generative AI for credit scoring. Using alternative and real-time data for precise evaluations, our models simulate scenarios, provide real-time updates and predictions, include underbanked populations, enhance fraud detection, and offer scalable customized lending solutions. Now, this ensures accuracy and financial inclusion, giving us a competitive edge. We have three revenue sources: employee lending, which offers interest-free loans to employees with a 5% processing fee per loan; marketplace, where employees purchase from retailers with a 5% fee paid by the retailer; and payroll services, which charges employers between $10 to $500 per month. We target SMEs, SMBs, and enterprises, addressing a global TAM of $132.6 billion. Slash has launched a private beta in Nigeria and plans to expand across Africa, Asia, South America, aiming for global presence. We're in private beta with over 400 transactions processed and 200,000 employees waitlisted. Below are some of our waitlisted and targeted clients, such as the Gambian government and the Red Cross. Expect us to generate an ARR from $250,000 to $10 million once onboarded. Our roadmap includes geographic expansion, predicted revenue, raises, and user growth. We project $7.5 million in revenue by 2025, $52.5 by 2027 with expansion into Asia, and 700 by 2029, adding in South America, of course. In 10 years, our ARR could reach $17.5 billion if we capture just 19% of our target market. Now, this demonstrates significant potential. We're currently raising $1 million to cover 18 months of runway, unlock Africa, onboard 450,000 users, hire 12 staff, and achieve a projected ARR of $13.5 million. We're impact-focused, seeking long-term benefits for employers, employees, and investors alike. Using generative AI, our model is scalable, risk-eliminating, and innovative, and we're also committed to reshaping the lending landscape. Based in London, I have over 10 years of experience pioneering innovation across Europe, leading multi-million-dollar projects at AWS, FCA, and JP Morgan, specializing in fintech, cloud infrastructure, and generative AI. My co-founder in Nigeria, head of partnerships, has 11 years of fintech experience, serves on the IFRC Africa board, and is a Forbes 30 under 30 nominee. Our dedicated team, each with at least 6 years of experience, are committed to driving meaningful innovation. Thank you for your time, and I am happy to take any questions.
Okay, let's see if we have questions for Tommy. Yeah, Manish, please go ahead.
Yeah, so you mentioned that you are using predictive machine learning models in your solution. How did you get the historical data to train the model? This is usually with the financial lending company, not available in the public domain. I'm curious to know what kind of data you used and what is the authenticity of that data to have some faith in your predictive capabilities of the model. Yeah. That's it.
Sure, good question, thank you. So in terms of the type of data that we're using traditional data, we're using alternative data as well, and real-time data, right? So we're using 3 different sources of data in terms of training our models. And that allows us to have constant updates to our models, but as well as to continuously fine-tune them based on user activities as well. Now, alternative data is also a huge source of our data just because of financial inclusion and also the areas that we're trying to build financial inclusion inside of. So we constantly use that to train our models, and we're constantly using that to update our models. Now, in addition to that, we also secured licenses to be able to enable ourselves be data processors and data controllers. So we actually have access to data to be able to do this as well.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy, Shiva here.
Go ahead, please.
So first of all, thanks for the presentation. I think the intent and the vision for ethical lending with the focus on Africa to begin with, well appreciated. Just wanted to understand, Tommy, have you assessed risks when you're trying to expand? I did see your commentary about expanding to Asia and other countries, other regions, because there are several other startups and government initiatives who are already into this space. That's question number 1. And then secondly, what aspect of generative AI are we really using it? Are we using it just for the sake of using it, or are there any simpler methods but still keep this startup going? That's all from mine.
So just to repeat, just so I get it right, the first question was with regards to looking at risks associated, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in terms of our target market, as you see, that's just shy of, I'll say, 3 billion people, right? In terms of when we say moving from Africa to moving to Asia to moving to South America in terms of building financial inclusion. Now, what we're doing is we're partnering with SMEs, SMBs, and enterprises for this, right? So essentially, we are a B2B2C in the sense that we partner with the employers to then provide that to the employees, so as a workplace benefit. Now, what this means is that we sign actual contracts and partnerships with the employers, right, to be able to enable this, and we're also able to leverage salaries. So not just adding in the generative AI aspect of it, but then also we can leverage salaries as well and help people build credit in a sustainable and ethical way. So we have looked at that, and currently when we even look at our default rates, we have a 0% of that because of the methods we've put in place, right? So this actually reduces that down a lot. Now, the second question was, sorry, I might have...
Yeah. What aspects of generative AI are we using here?
Great. Okay. So what we're doing is essentially mainly for fraud detection and credit assessment. And the reason why this is really, really important is because of if you look at financial inclusion and you look at the parts that we're actually trying to hit and target, right? It is not easy, and you don't see a lot of credit building and things like that. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to help actually build credit, right? As well as provide ethical financial lending. So we need generative AI to actually make this happen. So your traditional credit scoring systems will not actually work in societies like this, right? From a financial inclusion standpoint, from an ethical standpoint, you have to have really smart models using generative AI, being able to train and constantly being able to remove bias from your data, right? And that is why we're using that, and also adding in for fraud detection as well. So it's a huge part of what it is that we're doing. It's a huge foundation and the base. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to build the concept of customers for life, in the sense that we're not just, doing it as a one-off, but we're also teaching about financial literacy as we're doing this, right? But also at the same time, making sure that we have repeat customers, because we're basically lending in a way that they can actually sustain it, and in a way that they can build credit, and in a way that they actually find it useful and helpful, and they're actually learning from this. So we're basically taking all of that into consideration when we look at the benefits for employers, employees, and
Tommy, thanks a lot. We'll have to move on to the next presentation. Please use chat section for further questions and comments. Next one is Singular, which is an AI-powered, intuitive, decentralized exchange. And here we go.
Welcome, everyone. Today, we're excited to introduce you to Singular AI, a groundbreaking AI-powered decentralized perpetual exchange designed to revolutionize the DeFi trading landscape. Traditional trading faces significant challenges. Over 95% of traders lose money due to market volatility, complex trading mechanisms, and human emotions. Introducing Singular DEX, SingularDex leverages cutting-edge AI to understand complex market patterns and provide expert-level trading data. Our platform offers 100x DEX aggregation to provide ultra-high liquidity and reduce liquidation risk, making trading simpler and more efficient. Singular Perpetuals is also now live to allow anyone to connect their Web3 wallets like a Coinbase wallet, Binance Web3, or even MetaMask to trade major pairs like Bitcoin, Ethereum, AVAX up to about 50x leverage. Now we will be integrating Singular AI offering data labeling collection for partial or full trading automation. The global DEX market is expected to grow at a CAGR of 23.6%, reaching $835 billion. Additionally, AI-powered platforms are projected to grow at $2.15 billion. SingularDex is perfectly positioned to capture a significant share of these expanding markets. And we operate on a 0.5% transaction fee for swaps and perpetual trades. Our AI as a service model offers subscription tiers from basic to advanced. Our platform combines state-of-the-art decentralized exchange technology with advanced AI, including deep learning and neural networks, to trade pattern recognition and high-performance trading. We have already achieved a substantial traction of 35,000 users from 142 countries. With 10 plus institutional partners and 7 plus global awards, our user base is growing rapidly, and we are on track to unlock 100,000 clients by 2025. Our interdisciplinary team includes experts from OpenAI, RBS, Petronas, Sony, and GDEX Finance. And we leverage a combination of airdrops, strategic partnerships, and events to attract early adopters to build a strong community. Singular AI offers a unique blend of multi-chain support, AI-generated indicators, and optimized technical analysis pattern recognition. Our platform is a cost-effective and easy-to-use platform, setting us apart from both established players and new startups. We are currently raising $5 million in seed funding with a post-money valuation of $30 million. This investment will enable us to scale our platform, capture first-mover advantage, and achieve our projected valuation of $1 billion by 2028. So join us in revolutionizing DeFi trading with AI-powered precision and liquidity. Visit singulardex.com to learn more or book a meeting with us to invest in the future of decentralized trading. Thank you.
One question.
Go ahead.
Should I go ahead?
Go ahead, Manish.
Yeah. So what I want to know, the AI-driven models, what you have, which help in providing the various algorithms for your subscriber, how accurate they are? Out of 35K user base you have, do you have any credentials or any evidences that they have really benefited? What is that you have to talk about this?
Thanks a lot for the question, Manish. So we have about 5,500 weekly active users with daily transaction of about $2.5 million. And also regarding your first question regarding the AI model, we are already, in fact, trading 2 models for pattern recognition, streaming data from the top sources around the world.
So that's for day trading or for positional trading or for long-term trading? What kind of models are they?
So we have 2 models that is sourced from this crowd site called Numer AI, where the top data scientists from all around the world will be uploading their AI models to compete with top hedge funds like Renaissance Tech, as well as Bridgewater Associates. And the end goal here really is to build a marketplace for the top data scientists around the world to market their AI models and monetize it on Singular DEX.
Oh, so you mean to say that you are giving the marketplace, so your subscriber can pick up what they like and they can experiment. You don't have your own models for a subscriber. Am I correct?
We do both. So the marketplace will be, another sort of marketplace for data scientists as well as traders to be choosing the top models to be deployed on Singular DEX.
Understood. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Terence. The next one is Ingenious. It's a pioneering hyper-personalized e-learning platform for organizations and their employees. And give me a moment. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maas de Goede, and I'm excited to introduce you to Ingenious, the AI-powered B2B SaaS company that is transforming the way people learn. At Ingenious, we believe that every individual's learning journey should be as unique as they are. The Ingenious team has extensive experience in education, AI, and business design. But let's start with you. Have you ever been excited to learn something new, but then got bored, stuck, or frustrated? You're not alone. Traditional training systems prioritize scalability over personal growth, leaving many behind. On a business level, one-size-fits-all learning solutions lead to high expenditure, low impact, and low motivation, causing corporate training to be ineffective. Which is why we introduce an AI-powered learning engine for organizations and individuals to unlock hyper-personalized, impactful learning journeys, to improve learning outcomes, alleviate learning friction, and foster learner engagement and motivation. We recognize that people learn differently. Introducing the first ever, truly personalized learning engine. And you read that right. Not another LMS, but an AI-powered learning engine. One that tailors learning strategies, paths, delivery formats, and content to each individual's needs. But don't worry, I'm not explaining how the engine works right now. The slide's here to impress you, really. What truly matters is what it can do for learners. Here we see three different people who need to learn the same lesson. Anna, the blonde girl on top, learns best when things are explained through direct instruction, and she prefers video over text because her eyes get tired from reading. Our engine adapts the core content and generates a lecture format video for her to watch. Derek, the gentleman at the bottom, is more of an autodidact, which is why the Socratic pedagogy using guided questions works well for him. The engine will generate a conversational chat format for Derek that allows him to arrive at the answers and learnings by himself. Anna and Derek achieve the same learning outcome in a completely different way. Learning is done through our learning platform, powered by the engine. Next to that, we offer a knowledge library with turnkey courses, or we have a content team that can work with our clients to craft academic-grade courses according to the organization's needs. For learners, Ingenious means achieving learning goals in a smoother and more effective way. For organizations, this translates to effective cost expenditure, improved risk management, and boosting engagement through tailored training. But our potential extends way beyond the B2B space. In the future, Ingenious' AI personalization will add value to education and society at large. To showcase our potential in multiple fields, we focus on running use cases to drive faster learning, higher retention, and increased engagement. In fact, Ingenious is onboarding over 1,200 learners this year across several use cases. For one client, we're doing operational compliance readiness in the telco industry, and for another, we're helping with technology proficiency training in a university setting. Our current sales pipeline boasts a total value of 5 million euros, expected to be unlocked over 2025, with several clients in contracting stage and multiple LOIs signed. To date, we've successfully completed our MVP, and we're now seeking two things. One is use case clients and go-to-market partners who want to collaborate with us at reduced cost. For inspiration on use cases, please ask for our sales deck. We're happy to explore how we can answer to your training needs. Two, additional funding to evolve our platform from minimally viable to minimally lovable, scale our operations, and expand our market reach. The current investment opportunity is 1.4 million euros with a minimum ticket size of 200K. This investment gives us a 12-month runway during which we will onboard 5,000 learners to bring in 1.7 million euros in revenue. For more information, please inquire about our investment collateral. ROI. So, now that I've got your attention, are you looking to enhance your organization's training programs, reduce cost, and increase employee engagement and retention? Or are you interested to invest? We invite you to explore opportunities for collaboration. Thank you for your time and attention. Please feel free to contact us at maas@ingenious.inc or visit our website for more information.
Yeah,
see, I have a question. Do we have questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead, Ajay.
Okay, so Mas, you talked about 3 learning models where a person can also learn through virtual reality, right? Different options. So in that case, how do you do assessments for those 3 different scenarios which you mentioned?
It's a really good question, and I'm happy you're asking. So when we look at the AI model, the AI engine, sorry, that we're creating, there's actually different layers. There's pedagogies, instructional strategies, there's motivational strategies, but part of that is also the assessment that we're using, repetition and retention strategies, etc. So actually the assessment is as well dynamic depending on what works for that specific person and the learning outcome they're hoping to achieve. And I think this is also a shift in how we look at learning, because we're all thinking from an age where learning was standardized and one size fits all for scalability purposes. So it's a very logical question to ask what assessment methodology are you using? But essentially that's what makes Ingenious special. That's a dynamic thing that we're adapting to the individual. If that answers the question.
Yeah.
One more question.
Let's take one question from Sachin. Sachin, please.
Yeah. So excellent presentation. I would say great opportunity on using AI for individual learning. My question over here is around the feedback that you have been receiving from end users, particularly what are the most valuable opportunities they are seeing from using AI-based learning services, and what are the areas they feel that you could be doing better over here? What's the feedback?
I love the question. I think I have to answer that question coming from different levels of the organizations that we're working with. So for employees, I think for them is the priorities that they have to kind of balance, where they save time using our solution so they can also focus on work, so reduce repetition, etc. That is something they really enjoy. If you look at the higher level of the organization, say leadership, it's the risk management because of the increased course completion rates and increased engagement, where we're really making strides. If you look at where we can improve in our current MVP stage, there's a certain level of personalization that we can do, but we have to expand the engine so we can really become that dynamic course generation engine that with real-time data adapts to the individual.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mas. We will have to take more questions in the chat, please. Next one is Kushi, which offers multi-layer AI agent tailored for crypto marketing and analytics. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Masa, CEO and co-founder of Kushi Technologies. We are building AI agents tailored for crypto marketing and analysis. First of all, our vision is building intelligence infrastructures for the blockchain era. As a first step, we are focusing on the marketing part of crypto projects. Our target clients are B2C crypto projects selling large volumes of tokens such as GameFi, DeFi, and brand with NFTs. The problems we are addressing is that crypto projects take so long time on marketing strategy planning and execution. They spend more than 10 hours every week catching up on their latest trends and updating their marketing plans. To solve that problem, we are building AI agents tailored for crypto marketing that can instantly handle strategy planning and marketing execution. Here is our product. First, our AI agents make marketing plans for your project. Our AI model has already been fine-tuned with a lot of unique datasets in the crypto space. Our AI automatically generates marketing plans and content, including date and time, purpose, and content, and so on. So you don't need to research your benchmark project and create a marketing plan from scratch. Second, we have a function for trend analysis. With this function, you can check the summary of the latest trends related to your project. Our AI updates the marketing plan and content based on these latest trends. Third, we have a function for target audiences. This function visualizes crypto wallet addresses behind the Twitter followers, allowing you to check on-chain activities such as net worth and latest transaction. The point is, our not just a GPT wrapper. We have 3 main reasons for this. The first reason is that we are training our AI model with unique datasets from marketing professionals in the crypto space who are part of my personal network. The second one is that we have a system where our AI model keeps improving. The third part is that we use not only Gen AI model, but also machine learning in our crypto wallet analysis. From these reasons, I strongly believe that we are building not just a GPT wrapper, but a very unique and high-quality AI agent tool. Speaking of our traction, we already have a couple of paid clients, including one of the biggest marketing agency companies. Even though we are still in the closed beta stage, and we haven't started any marketing and sales yet. We have already seen success stories. While our beta clients are using our product, we found that our high-quality AI agents boost our client sales. For example, one of our clients increased their sales by $20,000 with our product. Speaking of market size, the crypto industry is very huge and rapidly expanding right now. And now is the best timing to start this startup business because the rapid expansion of crypto projects is expected to begin in 2025. And our team has expertise in the crypto domain and agents development, so we are the best team to realize this startup business. And this is our fundraising plan. We are raising $500,000 as our pre-seed round. I'll be very happy if we could discuss more. Thank you for your time.
Okay, Ajay, please go ahead.
Yeah, Masa, one question. Most of the things what you explained on crypto relates with gaming, and also if you see it is closely related with metaverse, right? Like in metaverse, you have the concept of play to earn. So you also have snap to earn concept here, right? So while these metaverse itself has seen a very downfall in the terms of business, and also and crypto also has seen a slide. So you really see this business growing? Like, I mean, your projections have very high number.
Great, thank you for your question. So in my opinion, you're right. I think this 1 and 2 years, crypto projects went down. But I mean, in my opinion, the crypto business exploding is going to start after 2025 because of the timing of Bitcoin halving. So I mean, like the number of crypto project is going to up after 1 or 2 years. This is my prediction.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next person.
Being a volatile market, cryptocurrency, what is your plan in handling the complexity?
Oh, sorry, I can't hear the question well.
Yeah, no, what I said is this cryptocurrency being a volatile and complex, right? You know, how are your agents going to adapt? Do you have a plan on how they will adapt to this volatility and complexity as they move along?
I got it. Actually, our focusing point is the marketing part of crypto projects. So our marketing part itself doesn't have a lot of volatility yet. So I think our AI agent business is going to be a stable business compared to other crypto space. Yeah, that is my opinion.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next one is Faraday, which provides AI-powered net zero intelligence. And here we go.
Hi everyone, I'm Shahin. I'm co-founder and CEO of Faraday. Faraday is a London-based decarbonization intelligence company providing enterprise AI and analytics software for digitizing, automating, and supercharging the net zero efforts. With our AI offerings, we help businesses to navigate for complexities of energy saving, sustainability reporting, compliance for regulations, and most importantly, strategic decision-making for decarbonization. We help companies, energy and sustainability managers, facilities managers to collect, analyze, report energy and sustainability data and reduce the carbon footprint by providing a streamlined system for data management, data collection, a single global hub to consolidate the collected carbon emissions, ESG, water, waste, and other operational data in our platform. It simplifies and speeds up the decarbonization and compliance efforts and reporting efforts. So this is our platform architecture in a nutshell. We have a wide range of data sets that we collect from IoT devices, meters, sensors, ERP systems, building management systems, etc. Here we are utilizing AI heavily in data ingestion, data quality checks, better automated emission factor matching. And on top of that, we have several offerings, vertical offerings, such as here you can see carbon intelligence, from carbon management to target setting to offsetting, ESG intelligence, all the ESG compliance and ESG benchmarking needs, energy procurement analytics, and digital energy management, IoT-powered real-time energy intelligence. And on top of that, we have decarbon AI, most importantly, like the generative AI powered layer of the platform that we launched recently. What is that? It's a multi-AI agent framework for managing multiple specific AI agents, such as ESG agents, supply chain agents, or compliance agent, energy saving agents. So very specific agents specialized in single vertical tasks. We are developing these agents more and more, and there is an orchestration layer on top. Very quick demonstrations. So companies, ESG managers, sustainability managers, they can ask any kind of questions regarding to their compliance needs, their ESG performance, their energy saving potential, their supply chain related ESG performance. So the platform is linked to the corporate data sets and Faraday's own large carbon and ESG database, and it responds to questions accordingly. We have multiple AI use cases running behind of decarbon AI, like ESG related data extraction from corporate documents, or hotspot detection for carbon emissions, or decarbonization project recommendation for particular sectors and domains. So we go directly or we do partner channel based sales, most commonly with sustainability consultants and also facilities managers. And this is a SaaS subscription based model, monthly or annual subscription. And sometimes we sell it, especially to the banks and government institutions, to licensed version with maintenance contracts. The company is London-based, commercialized in 2017. Right now, we are around 40 people based in our London, Istanbul, and Singapore offices. And till now, we raised $4.5 million VC funding from Silicon Valley, UK, Switzerland, Singapore, Istanbul, and Dubai-based venture capitals and angels. This is the leadership team. We have people from different institutions like Siemens, IBM, or MIT, Harvard. So we combine our experience to commercialize the product. We have strategic partners like KPMG, Microsoft, and EthAum. They are like reseller partners or value-added resellers or system integrators, or just let's say ecosystem partners. And we have clients like CBRE, Zara, Marks and Spencer, Shell, IKEA, DHL, Vodafone. So we have like wide range of clients in different sectors, especially in the UK, Europe, and Middle East regions. That is our current focus. This is our revenue growth for the last couple of years, and we are targeting $3 million total revenue in this year at the end of 2024, and more than half of that will be recurring revenue. We raised $2.4 million in our last funding round with a post-money valuation of $15 million. Right now, we are raising pre-series A round of $1 million. 500K is already committed, and some of them deployed, so we are looking for 500K more. And this investment, together with our Series A investment next year, will be matched with a non-dilutive R&D grant already secured around $2.5 million. That is all from Faraday. I would love to answer your questions. Thanks a lot.
Okay, let's take one quick question. Yes, Kamna, please go ahead.
Yeah, I just have a question here. If you can just deep dive into and help us understand, is it just the aspect of monitoring and areas of actions is called out, or does this platform also use Gen AI and AI capabilities on opportunities and suggestion on opportunities of optimization? And because energy is varied, right? Energy sources, e-waste. So it's a very, very vast domain of ESG. If you can just deep dive quickly into, how are you, what kind of models are being designed, and is it in the optimized phase, or is it leveraged only in the monitoring phase right now of ESG, monitoring and reporting?
Yeah, thanks. We have several AI use cases on top of the monitoring, reporting, and analytics. Especially, we developed use cases like predictions, anomaly detections, decarbonization project suggestions, and we trained all these vertical LLMs and plus tools, not just LLMs, but other AI agents with thousands of different documents, different sources, and also our extensive database. We have been managing more than 20,000 facilities for the last 7 years. We have a huge data set for each vertical of retail, banking, supermarkets, logistics, or hospitals, shopping malls, manufacturing. So we are utilizing that data sets in order to do benchmarks and anomaly detections.
Thanks a lot, Sahin. We'll have to move on to the next presentation. Sorry, please take more questions in the chat section. Next is Brick and Mortar AI, which uses Gen AI and computer vision to offer customer analytics for retail spaces. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Saad, and I'll be talking about brickandmortar.ai. My co-founder and CTO is a PhD in computer vision, Fulbright Scholar, winner of the Google Research Scholar Award, and also the area chair of CVPR and NeurIPS. I'm the CEO. I have around 16 years of retail tech consulting experience in developing intelligent and predictive models. Lack of actionable data has a huge cost, 20% of the bottom line. And it's not such an isolated incident. Around 84% of companies are affected by it. First of all, we have developed a AI-driven video analytics system, which sits behind existing CCTV infrastructure. It processes everything and churns out actionable intelligence all in real time. Our ROI is less than 3 months because we enhance customer earnings and experience. We have a very stable growth rate, and we're on target to reach our revenue forecast of $1 million by the end of this year. So that is the past, the backstory. Today, we are here to talk about the future. And we're not talking about Gen AI just because it's in fashion for all the good reasons, like high potential and high investments. We're here to talk about because we have a lot of data. Our video analytics system, which I just talked about, it is a treasure trove of data. It is running 24/7 across multiple locations, and it has fine-grained data about customer analytics. We have a lot of transactional insights to build on. What we're talking about here is a 360-degree conversational intelligence. It has multiple parts. The first part is fairly easy. We have data from video analytics. We have a language model. We train it together, and we can generate a lot of interesting and intelligent conversations, which is already very value-adding. But that's just the start. Based upon the conversations, we can generate charts and other visualizations like heat maps to answer very key business questions. But this is, again, not the whole picture I'm talking about. Our transactional AI system has a lot of demographics-related information about demographics of customers. Based on that, we can generate online advertisements and also advertisements for the physical world. So the ads are being generated based upon the demographic profile for both online and physical retail. The business case is very simple. You know, in a conventional method, generating an advertisement has a cost of $750. Now multiplied by the time of advertisements you need to create. Also, online reviews is a very big topic. One bad review can cost a company 30 customers. Persistent bad reviews can cost the company 22% of their revenues. But there's a flip side also. Positively responding and correcting your business decisions based upon the review can increase your revenues by around 5% and increase customer retention by around 15%. So this is the last piece of the puzzle which we are working on. Analyzing feedback, processing it, generating conversations based upon the feedback to people who need to make the decisions, and generating responses for the people with the negative reviews. And this will then complete our 360-degree conversational intelligence. It will have video analytics, connection with existing ERP and POS systems, with IoT devices if needed, and the online review section. We are forecasting to do $65 million ARR in the next 3 years. That is after a very conservative conversion rate of 0.25%. Gen AI could well become a $1.3 trillion market by 2032. So we are currently raising $500,000 to leverage our existing power of data and core competencies. We'll be investing in customer acquisition. Our LTV to CAC is already 20x, so it's already very robust. And we will be investing in key team hires for the Gen AI team. Thank you very much. I'll be looking forward to talking to you.
Okay. One question I have is, when it comes to the physical retail, Is your product based on this vision video analytics? Are you also having a feature for storefront optimization, wherein in the store, depending on how the store layout and all those things are optimized?
Yes.
Can you throw some light?
Yes, based upon the footfall and demographic-based footfall. Yes.
Okay. Is that an existing feature,
Yes.
or you are planning to build?
No, it is. We already do that. We already do that. Even especially, it's very important for large places like huge exhibition halls or entertainment parks or things like that. That's very much needed for those clients.
Yeah. And how do you handle the data and privacy? Obviously, when you are dealing with capturing, it's a common question. But,
Yeah. That is. So basically, we have two alternatives. When data privacy is a very big issue, we process it on the premises. So it sits inside the premises on a very small edge device. All the data is encrypted, of course, and we do not store any video data. So once the data comes from the CCTV, it is processed, and only it's the analytics which is there, but we don't store any video related information anywhere.
Okay.
Thank you, Saad. Next is Art, which provides AI-powered creativity platform to generate unique arts, design, and fashion. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Paul. I'm CEO and co-founder of Art. We create new era of art and design with cutting-edge AI technology. We started our company as we see strong demand from regular people around the world who want to be part of beautiful art world. But now they can't afford it because of price and lack of connections. And this is where we can help. Another pain point, what we see is professional creators don't have tools which could help in inventing something new, just hundreds of Photoshop replicas around. But we can be a limitless source of inspiration for them. Finally, we help B2B clients such as interior design studios, creative agencies to save millions by optimizing their creative departments. We create at low price and according to schedule. We address three domains: art, design, and fashion. We started with art domain in order to demonstrate our technology. Currently, it is capable of producing unique artworks of different genre, style, and artist manner. How it works: you go to the platform, select among genre, style, or artist manner, push create button, and within 30 seconds, AI will generate unique artwork. You can check it in different interiors just to see if it works for you. After, you can get ready artwork as high-resolution digital copy or physical copy in the form of fine art print, metal print, or canvas. It will be delivered right to your door. We address a huge market of more than 150 billion, consisting of three main pillars: art, design, and fashion. Our closest competitors you mostly heard today are Delhi, Midjourney. All of them are working with text-to-image technology when you, as a user, is forced to learn how to make right prompts so that machine would understand what you want. But this is not user-friendly approach because it looks like learning programming. Instead, we have our own proprietary tech, which we have been developing since 2020. We use better user approach with visuals instead of prompts. As for business model, we're a SaaS company with three main subscription plans: Basic, Pro, and Enterprise. We start as freemium. After, you will need to choose among available plans. As for progress, we launched our private beta, built community with no marketing costs, so it's purely organic. Early this year, we launched e-commerce and we have first sales. Plus, we have waitlist of B2B, B2C contacts ready to use our platform as soon as we go live. Please see what people are saying about our product. We have tons of compliments. As a next milestone, we plan to have payable users by the end of this year. As we go live with the platform, we have a commitment as a company to reach ARR of 1 million within 12 months after launching. So who made it possible? It's myself. I have more than 15 years of corporate finance and operations in Fortune 500 companies. My co-founder, Ash, he's data scientist and has many years in AI domain. We have great advisors and team behind us. What we ask is 1 million, which mainly goes to product development. And when I say about product development, I say back in the product, front-end part. From back-end story, everything is ready. Extra team members, and great part here is all of them are already interviewed and ready to join as soon as we have funds, and marketing campaign, which is already prepared in details and ready to be implemented. We know what to do and when to do. This is pretty much what I wanted to share with you today. So happy to answer your questions. Thank you.
Okay, let's take questions.
Thank you, Paul. Just one quick question, Shivkumar here. So when you try to assemble your team, I mean, what kind of background you're looking at for this kind of a space?
Yeah, absolutely. So as for current team, so we basically cover already business and tech-wise. So for business, it's myself. Like I said, I'm from corporate world, so I pretty much know how to run the company properly. For the tech part, it's my co-founder, Ash. He's data scientist, and actually he's the author and original designer of the model, which we, let's say, developed from the scratch. Speaking about our advisors, it's all about technology for sure. And that's why we have Istvan as advisor. He's from Cisco World, and he has many years in AI domain. We have Michael. He's a 10x founder himself. So again, he knows how to move product to the market. He knows all the, let's say, quick roads to really reach the target. And yes, so basically pretty simple to answer. So we need all the ingredients in order to make a successful story from business and tax-wise story.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other question for Paul before we move on to the next presentation?
Just one follow-up question. So Paul, do you think, do you need anybody with art background at all for your business, or it doesn't matter?
Really good question. As a matter of fact, when we started building our model, we actually asked for professional community, really professional designers, artists themselves, to really guide us what the beauty is actually should be looking like. So basically, we already have, let's say, a professional community which helps us guiding in which direction we need to go in order to present best possible product so that it will be pure beauty, not just, let's say, our vision, what beautiful it should be looking like just because we love it, because it's our baby. No, it's actually a professional who guides us where to go to. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Paul. Let's move on to the next presentation, which is Periculum, which offers a multilingual conversational AI-powered chatbot and analytics solution. Kim.
Hi, my name is Michael Collins, and I'm the founder and CEO of Periculum. And I present to you Prolific, a multilingual conversational AI-powered chatbot where data is transformed into intelligent conversations. Human attention spans are at an all-time low. And with the ever-increasing reliance on data, we are at a very huge inflection point. Prolific unleashes the true potential of data by breaking down the barriers between raw data and human comprehension. With Prolific, data becomes an active participant in conversations that matter, offering insights, recommendations, and engagement beyond traditional data analytics can provide. Periculum created Prolific, and our mission is to make data accessible, relatable, and actionable through the magic of conversations. Now I'm going to present a short demo based on the functionality of Prolific. Now here's the dashboard right here, and I'm going to upload a file. I'm going to choose this very deck that I'm presenting to you right now. We've uploaded it, and now we're going to analyze. And in a few seconds, it's ready. So now we can ask it questions like summarize. And it summarized the entire file. Now we can ask it a more specific question that is related to what's in the file itself. Like, what is Prolific's competitive advantage? And Prolific's competitive advantage, it's its ability to provide large data extraction, it's trainable, multilingual AI chatbot, unified data insights, and tailored customization. Now let's ask it the exact same question while testing its multilingual functionality. We'll ask it the exact same question, but in French. Scroll down. And there you go. So I'm returning back to my slides. So based on the presentation that I just presented. Prolific has multilingual functionality. It also has ability for URL processing. It's customizable, and it has local currency subscription, where you don't have to pay in one currency over others. Here are some of the organizations that are currently using Prolific. But remember, Prolific has multiple different use cases and multiple different industries, such as education, legal, and even entertainment. Here is what multi-award-winning Nollywood actor Timmy Ebuson has to say about Prolific. I use Prolific for my script reading. It summarizes plots and helps me to focus on individual scenes and my characters' lines, so that I don't have to read whole scripts. I can move from script to script quickly and easily. We have a team of world-class experts in software, data analytics, and generative AI. And we are raising $500,000 as part of our $2 million seed round. Thank you very much.
Okay, unfortunately, Michael is not on the call.
Oh.
So if you have questions for Michael, please put them in the chat section. And
I'll be taking Michael's questions. Yes.
Fantastic. Please go ahead.
Quick question. It's a very crowded space, chatbots which are analyzing documents and then doing summary and what you just described. How do you plan to differentiate yourselves, or just get out there in the market and make a mark for yourself?
Yes. So for us, we are not just looking at processing documents. It's a multimodal use case for B2B as well as B2G and B2B2C, where we are analyzing different document files and generating responses in different languages. So our focus is also on multi-language communication, where you have different use cases, different target audiences that are able to use these languages in underserved markets across Africa, across Asia, in that sense.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you have more questions, please use chat section. Next one is Red Links, which offers a platform for easy and efficient deployment of AI models on any cloud or on-prem. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Alessandro Devo, and welcome to Red Links, where cutting-edge AI meets practical solutions. Our team of experts transforms industries with innovative AI technologies, creating tailored solutions to address specific business problems. At Red Links, we specialize in creating tailored AI solutions, and our custom AI models are designed to address specific business problems, ensuring that each solution is perfectly suited to meet your unique needs. We have a software as a service business model, developing AI models on commission and providing annual management, maintenance, support, and continuous training. This ensures your models are always up to date and performing at their best. How do we do that? With MLServe, our proprietary AI model serving platform. MLServe allows for easy and efficient deployment of AI models on any cloud or on-premise platform, making AI accessible and manageable for all businesses. The global AI market is valued at over $150 billion in 2023 and projected to grow at a rate of 36.8% until 2030. The MLOps market is expected to grow at a 33.5%, indicating significant investments in new AI solutions. MLServe is user-friendly and simplifies loading AI models for those with minimal technical expertise in model serving or cloud infrastructure management. Our platform ensures compatibility with a wide range of environments, offering flexibility to deploy AI wherever needed, catering for both large corporates and small businesses. With centralized management, MLServe provides a hub for overseeing and maintaining all of your AI models, streamlining the entire process. MLServe automatically selects optimal hardware, based on specifications like latency, model size, and requests per second. It uses advanced pruning and quantization techniques for efficient deployment and includes detailed monitoring and explainability features. Integrating seamlessly with major AI libraries and platforms like Hugging Face and OpenAI, MLServe enables automatic download and deployment of models, ideal for the latest foundation models that often don't require parameter fine-tuning. Designed for straightforward and efficient AI deployment, MLServe automates hardware selections, ensures no model or cloud lock-in, reduces inference costs with advanced pruning and quantization techniques, and allows instant deployment of open source or proprietary models. These are some examples of how our technology has been applied to various applications, from image analysis for tough disease localization to real-time video monitoring for road infrastructure management and time series analysis for material characterization in additive manufacturing. We are raising $500,000 to expand MLServe from an internal tool to a comprehensive AI serving platform, aiming to commercialize it as a standalone SaaS for companies and AI developers globally. Our long-term vision includes creating a marketplace for AI models, allowing the community to buy, rent, and sell models within our platform. Our team comprises seasoned experts in AI, machine learning, computer vision, and software development, all committed to delivering top-tier solutions. Choose RedLinks for our innovative approach, academic excellence, and cutting-edge technology. Born from the Department of Engineering at the University of Perugia, we combine research excellence with practical, impactful AI solutions. Thank you.
Okay, questions for RedLinks?
Can you talk about any differentiators? Because this is again a crowded market where all the hyperscalers are already providing features, MLOps, LLMOps, whatever it is, right? And how do you differentiate yourself, number one? And you said multiple cloud platforms. How will you integrate with those cloud platforms when they're already offering? How you integrate and work?
Yes, good questions. For the first one, we plan to differentiate with our platform because we plan to focus on inference and on make it that easier and faster than many other current platforms. So we plan to make it like what WordPress made for websites. So we think that many companies that now have website probably will have also their internal models. So we plan to make it very easy to do that for the companies. Sorry, the second question was.
Sorry, what I was telling is the integration with the already existing hyperscaler platforms. If I have already deployed on Azure or AWS or wherever, how will you integrate with that if I have to do it?
Yes, we plan to integrate with the most common platforms like Google, AWS, etc. With their basic VMs renting options, but also on top of their existing managed services like Vertex AI or SageMaker, for example. Integration, we will be very focused on integration and also automatically choose the best hardware and service for specific models and use case.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alejandro. Next one is Herculean AI, which offers AI employees to manage complex and repetitive tasks. Here we go.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I'm a virtual avatar of Yash, the CEO of Herculean AI. Imagine a world where advanced AI employees handle all day-to-day enterprise cognitive labor, while human employees assign tasks, give feedback, and approve their actions in natural language. This is exactly the vision Herculean AI is trying to bring to life. We've successfully bootstrapped Herculean AI and launched Herculean Basic, which is already being tested for free by several businesses. In just 4 weeks since our launch, we've achieved an impressive $15,000 in signed monthly recurring revenue. With over 25 businesses interested, we're confidently on track to reach $1 million in annual recurring revenue within the next year. A key highlight of our journey is that our GPU expenses are literally zero, thanks to our collaboration with EU HPC, We're leveraging the power of the Leonardo booster, the 6th fastest supercomputer in the world, to build all our models. Additionally, one of the major organizations within the EU is using our software for report generation, underscoring the quality and reliability of our offerings. Herculean platform is extremely simple to use. Just like we onboard human colleagues and give them access to enterprise tools on day one of their joining, you can easily give Herculean AI employees access to relevant tools on the first day. That's it, then. Our AI employee can complete literally any task, I repeat, literally any task, within the scope of the given applications and databases it has access to. What sets these AI employees apart is that they are not only intelligent and good with tools, but also possess long-term memory and the ability to learn from human feedback and get better over time. Once deployed, you'll have the AI assistant ready to take your instructions and complete tasks autonomously. You can give instructions via our easy-to-use dashboard by clicking on Talk to Assistant, or through your preferred channels like Slack, WhatsApp, and more. Now let's ask our AI assistant to create a detailed report of all the trainings conducted by our customer support team during 2023 and save it as a PDF in the relevant Google Drive folder. The AI assistant will fetch all the relevant information from Salesforce, Google Drive, and other repositories it has access to, create a nice summary, and save it as a PDF in Google Drive. This saves humans hours of work and completes the task in minutes. Our ideal customers are small to medium-sized enterprises with 20 to 500 employees, which typically have faster sales cycles than larger corporations. In the US and Europe alone, there are over 60 million SMEs, representing a vast market potential of $300 billion per month. We are targeting 20% of this market as our serviceable addressable market, aiming to capture 1% of it, which would lead to $600 million in monthly revenue. We are seeking $2 million in funding to accelerate our growth and solidify key partnerships. Our goal is to reach $1 million in annual recurring revenue in the next few months. With this investment, we project a growth trajectory that will very conservatively lead us to $100 million ARR by 2030, offering a significant return on investment. Last but not the least, steering Hercules AI is Yash, our CEO and my human avatar, with a wealth of experience from Amazon, Adobe, and Accenture, and a track record of generating $150 million in ARR. Alongside is Kantha, our founding member from the Tübingen AI Center, bringing cutting-edge research to our foundation. And keep an eye out, we'll soon unveil a strategic advisor, previously a founding executive at DataRobot with a $250 million ARR impact. Thank you for your valuable time. Happy to connect for any questions or collaborations.
Yash, the human behind Herculean AI, is ready to answer the question. Yes, Dr. Preet, please go ahead.
So Yash, what part of this 2 million are you using to hire people?
Most of them is going to our GTM. We'll be using a small chunk of it, around 25%, to expand our R&D team. We already have consultants who are working for us. I mean, from my previous companies who have worked for like almost 10, 15 years, I know them. So right now, I mean, there's a financial gap why they are like in other roles, but they won't like join. So we'll be bringing them on board, but most of the thing will go for a GTM.
Thank you. Any other question for Yash?
Yes, Ashish, this is Ajay. I just want to know, we talked about virtual employees, right? So how many concurrent virtual employees can be used at a single point of time?
Yeah. So right now, I mean, so there's no limitation. I mean, we use serverless deployments in cloud providers to silo the virtual employee in a container, and you can like spin off as many containers as possible. It's just how much money you're going to pay us, right? I mean, if you want to like deploy more virtual employees, you can. We charge $2,000 per month per virtual employee. So if you're going to pay us, I mean, like more, I mean, you guys deploy more as well.
Okay.
So what is your deployment model? Like, especially when you are spinning agents to connect to various enterprise systems and gather data. That's a major concern, right? What is your model like? What goes in the on-prem or what goes in the customer's cloud ecosystem? versus you may have a SaaS control plan or whatever you have. What goes in there?
Can you please repeat the question, Sriram? I
The
mean, there was
question
like
is, yeah, if you can, I combine two questions, maybe I'll repeat, right? The deployment model to address the data privacy when it connects with enterprise systems and gathers the data, number one. And number two, in your hybrid model, if it is, which data gets stored in your cloud system and what is still retained within the customer ecosystem?
Yep, very good questions. I mean, I'll start with question number one. So regarding the data privacy, right? So we look at it at two different sort of like perspectives. So one is if our customers choose to use our own model, right? So this model can be deployed in-house as well, depending on their sort of like GPU capabilities and everything. But we also like provide capabilities to use our model in the cloud and third-party closed source, open source models as well. In that case, we use something like an obfuscation layer, right? I mean, like how Microsoft Presidio does. You take the data, you obfuscate all the PII information. If I'm saying that, hey, I mean, like, I am Yash, I want to create this report, you take Yash and you make it like Mr. Max or some like XXY, or like if there's like credit card information, you will do it XXX. If there's like some other location, you make it generic, right? So you obfuscate the data and then send it to the cloud. So that's the security layer which we have. Regarding your second question, I mean, we provide multiple deployment ways, right? I mean, like we provide on-premise and also like we provide, I mean, like hybrid sort of like mechanisms. So in terms of like the data storage there, we don't take the data, I mean, like for storage inside our systems for, let's say, structured repositories like Salesforce or ServiceNow or HubSpot, because that itself is a data store, right? So we do real-time processing. But if you have unstructured data store, right, like S3 buckets or your SharePoints where you have like huge amount of data lying around there, then we take permission from the users, and then we create our knowledge graphs and like vector embeddings and everything under the hood. So we have like both models and we make it very clear in our EULA and like in our agreements. And customers get to like make that selection because as I showed in the demo, you can like choose which databases you are connecting, right? So each database has a different storage model. If you don't want to like connect your SharePoint because we are building a data lineage and like data model on our platform, you can just not connect it to the bot.
Thank you, Yash.
Graphs or the vector embeddings are in the prem, or is it on your cloud?
It's on the cloud. I mean, like, but we are planning to like release a on-prem version as well soon. So as we speak today, it's on our cloud.
Okay.
Thank you, Yash. I know we are over time, but yeah, I would request our jury members to probably talk about one or two startups that stood out from their perspective. I know Ricardo had to leave. Ricardo, if you are still there, please share about one or two startups that stood out from your perspective. And okay, probably Sriram, do you want to talk about one or two startups that stood out for you?
Ricardo is speaking, but he's on mute, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, no. So thank you very much. I mean, all the startups have been very interesting. I think that Herculean and I think that Periculum are quite interesting for us. And congratulations for a nice job.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Ricardo. Appreciate it. Sriram?
Yeah, definitely. The Hercules one is that stood out, especially the rise of the autonomous agents is going to take the world, and a lot of agent-based, workflow processing is going to come up. And I'm very curious to see how they are going to do that, especially considering the data privacy and other. The other one is while what is that? I just let me refer my notes, which is the Fardai. The reason being, ESG, while I want to know more about it, because ESG is one major problem that comes to everybody's mind when I know in India, right, there is a company that has invested in 16,000 GPUs with NVIDIA. So many GPUs you are going to run, and it's going to, the energy and all those things is going to go away. So how are we going to track and how are we going to contain and bring to the net zero is more important. So that is really another good use case.
Thanks a lot, Sriram. Kevin, please.
Thanks for sharing. It's kind of hard to digest and process all of it because we saw so many fascinating pictures. In fact, I'll be honest, I was struggling to keep up with we're going at such a fast pace. I was taking as many notes as I can while trying to kind of connect with some of them individually. But nonetheless, very fascinating pitches. I probably have more questions that I think it'll probably take time to kind of reach out. So I assume, Pankaj, there's a model for you guys to enable follow-up questions and conversations, because I think the survey is one thing. I think I selected the survey, but I think what's going to be important is my biggest takeaway from all of this is I think everyone's attacking the Gen AI opportunity in interesting ways. I think what's going to be important is probably more the market fit and the product fit itself to the opportunity, which I think I needed a little bit more time to understand. But I think hopefully the founders have thought deeply about where the particular market fit and product fit is going to land, because that's probably going to be the most important thing.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Yes, we will be making introductions between you and the startups based on your interest, and your interest will be captured in the poll and in the scoring sheet. I got a note from Sachin that you can obviously also use Zoom chat to put your interest there if you wanna quickly talk about and then leave because of some other. And I know this is Saturday, so apologies. But yeah, please feel free to use the chat section as well. Kamna, please.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much in line with Sriram. So I think the Herculean one and the sustainability, both of it, it's not that I mean, both are addressing a different time stamp right now from AI and Gen I's perspective. I think the ESG is definitely there. There are solutions out there in the market, but they have a really interesting model in which they've converted that entire the use case and the market and the way they have captured it, I think is good. Interesting is just to understand how their models are, go much more deeper there. And definitely the Herculean, I had no doubt about it. Those two were good. Even the learning one, I think, was good enough. But we just need a few more deep dives into it because, it is a very, very fast landscape of learning. And I think content part of learning is pretty much easier, but how they plan to have the content and the experiential learning mixed is something to be interesting to hear from them. But yes, it's a market as well, which is educate tech, which is blooming as well. So that I think those three are the ones for me. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Kamna. Appreciate that. Shiva, please.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, kudos to all the founders who made the pitches today. I mean, they are intelligent risk takers, and it's not easy to be an entrepreneur. So, from that standpoint, definitely all of them made a great presentation. But from my vantage standpoint, our interest area number one would be Faraday, particularly on net zero, decarbonization, etc. Very close to the domain what I am focusing on right now. And then second one would be MLServe. Particularly the segments which they are addressing, even though it's a crowded market, there are many players in the large enterprises, but if they can get the segment right, maybe that's one thing. And then third thing for me, something new and refreshing is art. So I think that I still have to understand what it is, but that's something really refreshing for me.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Shiva. Appreciate it. We also have a very special friend over here, Max. Max, not sure if you are if you want to unmute yourself and probably briefly talk about your interest areas. Max Ai from Taiwan.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, Max, please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you for everyone. I can have the time to join the very good conference. And we are the Advantage company, the worldwide leading industrial IoT company. And we are the number one market share in the industrial IoT and IPC segment with $10 billion market cap. So we are looking for more partners related to Gen AI and IoT applications. We are one of the actually we are the most important edge AI partner of NVIDIA. Yeah, so yeah, hope to have the opportunity to work everyone together in the future.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Max. Anybody else? Sachin, Dr. Preet, Ajay, Piyush?
I think Herculean and Faraday, plus some more deep dive into learning, I think pretty much on point.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
So Pankaj, my choices would be Ingenious, Herculean, and Brick and Mortar as well. Ingenious for the training thing. Today, a lot of companies or SIs like us, we have challenges on training, right? And that was a very I thought it was a very smart way of like dealing with different personas thing. And of course, Herculean, like everybody, all of you have mentioned, and even the video analytics part of brick and mortar was interesting. I mean, that's a new pitch, like kind of. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Ajay. Piyush?
Ingenious and Herculean for me as well. Same reasons. I mean, Ajay probably stole the words, but yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
Okay. Anybody else? Anybody wanna unmute?
Yeah, I want to add that brick and mortar was another one. Definitely that good value proposition, especially in that video analytics space, is going to be another one that stood out.
Okay, thank you. Sachin, I think you wanted to unmute yourselves.
Yeah, I would say great demonstration today by all the participating companies, in fact, not just one, everyone. So, and thank you to EthAum, Pankaj, Madhu for having us over here. So I'm sure I would like to mentor or invest in a couple of companies as I reflect and get more details on these companies, do more offline discussions. It's an exciting space. AI is definitely going to be there despite all the stock market turbulence that we might see in the next few weeks. AI is going to stay over here, and it's despite the pressure that might be there on balance sheets. In fact, it's going to replace people and add on more productivity in various use cases. So to all the founders, great work. Keep building and hang in there. I'm pretty sure all these companies will succeed.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Sachin. Manish?
Yeah, so means I'm really surprised to see some commonality. So I think it appears to be a good exercise as some consensus is building in terms of the recommendations. Like my vote is also for Faraday, AI, and Herculean. But in addition to this, everyone has spoken a lot for these two. But I also like Slash. Means it's more in terms of the market opportunity where it looks interesting in the sense that in whole world, who doesn't need the money? It's just that you have to make sure money should go to the right hand. They are solving this problem. It's a common thing. There are many other players, but the market is very big. Go to any country, any place. People have money to lend. People are there to borrow the money. It just one has to connect the right lender with the right borrower. Is what they're trying to fix. Looks interesting to me. But nevertheless, really appreciate all the participants. Everyone is doing their best in their differentiated offering. It's just more of a relative ranking, what I pursue from my perspective. It does not mean others who are not coming into my list are any inferior. So good luck to all of them. And that's it. Thank you very much.
I completely agree with you, Manish, that everybody has done really, really fantastic job. Again, I mentioned this all the times that putting all the messaging, your value proposition, solution, competitive landscape, everything in 4 minutes is extremely difficult job. And if startups have been able to do that so well, then kudos to them, right? So really appreciate startups' efforts in building this video pitch. Thanks to all the jury members for your really fantastic feedback, insights. I'm sure that we will be connecting back with you to see how we can collaborate, how we can help each other. And I'm sure these startups will be able to help your big corporations in some way, one way or another, right? So we would love to seek those kind of opportunities as well. Thanks a lot to the audience. And again, let's keep reconnecting and see how we can support each other. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate your time, and we'll reconnect soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pankaj.
Thank you
very much.
Pankaj.
Have a very good rest of the day. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you very much.
Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.